Alright, this is my first video vlog thing that I'm creating. I decided to create this new YouTube account just for me. I wanted it to be more chill of a channel, not really having many like scripted videos or anything like that, but just kind of my life in general. I have a bunch of lifestyle videos on my LOTR Freak 993 channel, but I was thinking about putting it more on this channel and putting more of the non-edited parkour videos where I just doing my movements, or like my last 2 goals video on here instead, just because it's just kind of my lifestyle channel. I want it to be, I guess, basically. And for my first video, for this video, my introduction video, I wanted to just talk about myself, and just kind of some basic information about me, some background on me, why I started parkour and such like that. To start off, my name is Grant Fitzgerald. Grant David Fitzgerald, if you want my middle name. I am 18 years old. I'm from Owatonna, Minnesota. I have been doing parkour for over 4 years now. I have a lot of interests besides parkour, including film and theater, and I like video games. Don't get to them as much as I used to, but who knows, I could get some video game videos on here. I doubt it. It's possible. I have a lot of interests in my life. That's what it makes it hard for me to kind of schedule my day, because I have so many different things I like to do. So many things that people say I'm good at. So not to be boastful or anything like that. Just to say that I have a lot of things I'm interested in. It's sometimes hard for me to schedule out what's most important for me. I have a mom and a dad. I'm currently living with them. I have a younger brother who is 16. His name's Jeffrey. I have 2 older sisters, Brittany and Bethany. They're both in college, and I'm going to college this year. I'm going to Huntington University in Indiana. I'll also be training down there too, so I mean, I'm definitely not going to stop training during college. I'm doing track during college. I got a little bit of scholarship because that's one of the things I like to do too, is I run track, and I do the long jump, triple jump, and 4x4. That's what I believe I'll be doing this coming year, this coming spring for school. So for this first video, I just want to talk about, as I said, my background info and stuff, but I also wanted to tell you about how I came across parkour and how basically how I got started with that. It was back in the end of 8th grade, near the spring of 8th grade. Track had just was about to start and stuff, and I had found this video about these guys. I don't even know if I can find it anymore, but it was really cool. I mean, it was a parkour video. I was looking up probably flips or something, because I had always been interested in doing flips and stuff all my life. I always thought it was really cool. I always thought it'd be awesome in gymnastics, which I never was, but I just happened to come across a video I thought was cool. But about a month later, or a few weeks later or so, my teacher, after class, the bell rang. I was always the last one out of our classroom. My teacher was, and classmates will tell you that, but he stopped me and he's like, "Oh, I want to show you this video. I think you'd like it." And what it was the District 13 David Bell video that is really famous. He's like, "This is a sport called free running, and it started in France. This has more of a story to it." I had no idea what he was talking about. I just thought it was cool how the guy was moving, you know? But about a month later, track had started. 2 weeks in, I was like, "Oh, what was that thing that he was telling me about?" And I kept looking up free running, and I figured it out. And I started watching some videos, and I was like, you know what, I want to start doing this. So I went over to the playground that I always train at, which is actually right over there. The playground is actually behind the trees. but so I had started to train. So I had started to train there. I had no idea what I was doing. All I mostly saw was a bunch of roof gap jumping stuff. So I started training on fences, doing some tic-tac stuff. Had no idea what I was doing. It was fun. There was nobody around me that knew what parkour was, so I started kind of telling people, and like, oh, that's cool, or oh, I've kind of heard of that, and stuff like that. But so I started getting interested in it, and then I started looking up tutorials on vaults. I remember it took me probably a month to figure out the monkey vault. It's weird because I've learned everything that I know basically on my own. I've had no one to teach me, which I think is a good thing, because I've had to make sure my body is physically able to do all these things. I figure them out myself, so I know what my body has to do. I mean, sure, it helps a lot to have a teacher there to say, okay, this is what you can do to fix it, and helps you, and you can learn faster. I mean, I've taught people how to do all the basic vaults on the very first day of training, and it took me months to get all those vaults down. And I'm really glad that I started training by myself and in that way. And basically, my whole 4 years of parkour, about 95% of the time, I train by myself. I do have some people around here that do like to. I've only trained with some of my friends, like, around Owatonna once this year, which is kind of, I mean, they're off in college doing whatever they do, working, whatnot. I mean, and if they want to join me, they can surely join me, but it's just, I don't know, my parkour quest, let's call it quest, has been all by myself basically, and I've had to figure out everything I know by myself. I think that what I was saying about, I think it's good for a beginner to learn by themselves in some ways, because if you learn by yourself, you have to learn to adapt, you have to make sure you know what your body is comfortable with and such, things like that. But if you train with somebody else, they can teach you correctly so you don't get hurt, for instance. They can teach you how to land. I mean, it was a year before I even learned how to precision or jump correctly. I went up to a jam in Minneapolis my first time up there, and I was taught how to precision land correctly, and that changed my life on precisions, because it's my favorite move to do, as many of my friends know. And I just love the jumping aspect of it. But anyways, so all these 4 years I've been training by myself, basically. I mean, I know a bunch of guys in Minneapolis, and they're really fun to train with, and I wish I could get up there more than I am able to, but hopefully in the next coming year, the next summer, I'll be able to go up there more, because they're starting a Gym Fight or Flight Academy. Everybody, Midwest or anybody in the U.S., any other country, you should definitely come to see it. It's going to be freaking awesome. Last Wednesday I helped build for them a little bit, and got together with some of the guys. It's going to be sick, and it's going to be, I mean, we're just really excited about it, us in Minnesota. So definitely check it out, Fight or Flight Academy. I'll link it. I've never done this. I'll link it up here. That's cool. Anyways, so yeah, this is basically my first video that I've made for my new channel. I'll get more in depth of my personal philosophy about parkour, how I feel about different things in parkour. We'll talk about how I feel about different movements. I might start doing some tutorial stuff, how I started learning some things. If you're by yourself, I know what it's like, and I can give you some things. And if you're having problems with Kong Vault or something like that, I can definitely teach you in the ways I learned by myself. So I've been wanting to make a new account for a while. I mean, a lot of guys I've seen do them, and I'm like, I think it's really something I wanted to start doing. It might motivate me to make more videos. I mean, I definitely make quite a bit of videos, not like daily or weekly, but just when I feel they're ready. And this will be with most of my lifestyle videos in here. My Lord of the Rings Freak 993 channel I will definitely still use for some of my bigger videos, or like my jam videos and stuff, but also put the jam videos in here, because hey, that's lifestyle stuff. But all my non-parkour related stuff I'm gonna put on this channel, and I hope all my subscribers from Lord of the Rings Freak 993 will transfer to this one too and enjoy watching my videos. Thank you very much.